Hey guys, and welcome to something different. In this video I want to just ramble or rant or just plain talk about a few things that are going on right now. This video will include a bit of information about my Fresh Gold YouTube series and what happened to it for the people that do not know or aren't in my Discord server. The second point is the Runescape Reddit community. I just thought I'd talk about that because it's a serious issue in my opinion. And the third is just my general opinion on RuneScape right now. So yeah, if you do not enjoy ranting or rambling videos or just plain talking videos which aren't guides, grab your cup of tea and click off the video and drink it elsewhere. For the people that do want to watch the video, grab your cup of tea, sit back and enjoy. So, firstly about the Fresh Gold YouTube series. I haven't uploaded an episode since episode 4. Why? Well, a few reasons. Well, the first reason is I just plain got bored of the accounts. I've made new accounts various amounts of times, and it's just getting plain old and boring. My other goal was to show low-level money-making methods and that it is possible to maintain a bond even from level 3 from scratch. Now after episode 4 I did record some clips, but the only reason I recorded them is because of the YouTube series, and I ended up deleting them afterwards. If you wanted to know, I got myself up to 10 million GP at day 5, playing a few hours a day, but those few hours were too much for me, as I was forcing myself to play on this account during my vacation time or holidays. In fact, the whole reason I wanted to start a series like this instead of an Iron Man series is because I would be off or done with it within 2 weeks, so I wouldn't have to continue forcing out content for a long period of time, because I know I won't be enjoying that and I'll just kick off the series early on, like I did with my previous series. Now with making guides, it's easier, it does require more effort per video, but you don't have to force out the episode, or video I mean, as fast as you can or within a few days to look like this series is active and you're still making progress. And you could say just don't make daily videos or don't make even weekly videos and make videos once every 2 weeks, but that's not an option, especially for a series that is only 2 weeks long in terms of account time or play whatever. Now I kind of want to move to the next point. So basically what happened is I traded the 10 million GP over to my main account for Double Experience Weekend. I'm not motivated to play on the account or make more episodes in the series. If you subscribe purely for that series, I'm very sorry, but yeah, that's just, what it is. I'm not going to force out content I don't like creating, because that's just going to burn you out very, very quickly. In fact, speaking about burning out brings me to the next topic. Now RuneScape, at least the RuneScape free player base, in terms of active players each day, is going down. Now the total players aren't the amount of players you see online, like the people on Reddit keep claiming, like 20,000 players are all RuneScape free has. That's not true, that's only the amount of players that are on at one single time. But yeah, the graphs or statistics of RuneScape free, whatever, we're not going to be getting into that, at least not in depth. I want to speak about the announcement of a Double Experience Weekend 3 weeks before Double Experience Weekend is actually happening in the mid of November, which is random, and it's the third Double Experience Weekend of the year. And this has caused some massive uproar in the community, at least on Reddit as far as I know, which is home to most RuneScape free players, I believe, that are at least 2k total. I don't know, at least I have a feeling that mostly endgame players are on there, at least they speak that way. Now you'll be seeing some footage from the Reddit posts I have looked at and scrolled through the comments and actually read pretty much everything. Now you'll be seeing the post Mod Shawnee made that pretty much causes uproar about announcing the Double Experience Weekend in November, and pretty much 99% of the comments are extremely negative. Now I'm going to sum up most of the comments in one sentence. Jagex is releasing too little updates, apparently. I'm not going to judge that, I don't care. In November, and instead of releasing updates, they're releasing a Double Experience Weekend to keep the player base in RuneScape or get the player base up for the weekend, the average, active players. I don't know. That's why everyone is complaining. There's people that are still tired from the last Double Experience Weekend. There's people complaining about the prices or the economy going to absolute shit. People calling Jagex money hungry. People complaining about the skill experience rates being already too high. And a bit before all of these Reddit posts, the changes to the Gathixian caches are also causing some controversial comments. You know, they're going to be nerfing caches, the D&D, in terms of experience, because people are complaining it's too much dailyscape, and now the D&Ds are apparently going to be nerfed to absolute crap, making them pretty much useless. And I then see this stupid comment saying double experience weekend growing in count is harmful because of skills like summoning, herblore, and prayer are just not trained outside of double experience weekend. It's funny how this Reddit post or user is saying prayer is never trained outside of double experience weekend, while gilded altars and the chaos altar in the wilderness do not work with double experience weekend. And I've seen countless lower level or mid level players, aka the new generation of players, training summoning outside of double experience weekend. So this is completely wrong in my opinion. Of course, high level players with the knowledge might wait with training skills like summoning and herblore until it's double experience weekend to save money, and therefore less supplies are used outside of double experience weekend. Then there's comments like people saying RuneScape 3 supports old school RuneScape and it's essential for old school RuneScape survival. Then there's people saying old school RuneScape does not need RuneScape 3's microtransactions, profits, revenue, whatever. You know, all of these Reddit posts are full of complete shit and toxicity. Now I'm sure there's facts in there and there's people that are actually correct, but you never know that because you're not Jagex, are you? There's comments that do look like facts, but they're more or less an opinion, I do think, as you never know the full truth behind the company and where the real money is, because I don't reckon Jagex releasing which game makes more profit, for example. But my opinion on this whole Reddit drama is, if a new player goes on Reddit and it sees this kind of shit, then he's just going to be turned off immediately from the game, as there's just so many people complaining and it's making the game look absolutely awful. And apparently there's no RuneScape content, but there's so much content, especially for endgame PVM players, to do. And I think the people that are complaining on Reddit aren't the people that have completed the game fully. I'm sure there's some completionist and trim comps complaining, but I think it's more or less people with like 2k total complaining about the game having no content while they've never killed Telos before. You know what I mean? It sounds like that, and it looks that way. And what's worst of all is that this isn't even the first time this has happened on Reddit. In fact, I made a video with some sad music, kind of in a funny way, about microtransactions drama on Reddit before. I'll link that in the description below, but it's pretty much saying RuneScape 3 is dying, just like right now. Now, I do think RuneScape or Jagex needs to get their shit together in terms of delaying updates and prioritizing things, but you know, I'm not going to give my opinion on that because, or think, or even know what's going on inside the company because, you know, I don't. So it's up to them. I'm not the company. I'm not Jagex. I'm not trying to keep RuneScape 3 alive. I just want it to stay alive for the better, especially RuneScape 3, as if it does die completely, my RuneScape channel is pointless, of course, because there's no one going to be watching. Which brings me on to my next and final point, I guess. This video really does not have any structure, I'm sorry about that. But as one of the largest, and that sounds stupid and, you know, like I have an ego, but there aren't very many RuneScape 3 YouTubers left, sadly. I'd love to see more, but there's just, it's not going to happen unless the game grows back to a size it was in 2014, and maybe, you know, mobile might do that. I hope it does. If Jagex keeps the release dates for mining and smithing and mobile and stuff, you know, on track, then it's all going to be good eventually. It's all going to be okay in terms of RuneScape. If not, I don't know, it's probably going to be another wave of RuneScape 3 Reddit hate. And as a RuneScape 3 YouTuber, that's just extremely demotivating. Personally, what I think is the people that are complaining on Reddit, just please quit the game, don't go on Reddit anymore, and stop complaining about things you can't change even with complaining. And start focusing on introducing newer players to the game, helping lower level players out, and just being more positive on Reddit itself, as you know, when a player goes to play a game that does have an active Reddit community, they usually ask, hey, what should I do? What should I be aiming for? What goals should I have for my account? And I've seen them do that on Reddit, and when a newer player goes on Reddit and sees the posts that some people create about Jagex, or just see the comments, just checking out a certain post, and they're seeing drama comments everywhere, they're just going to be completely put off by the community and be like, why should I play this game? All the veterans or other players are saying this game is very bad. It's pretty much like seeing 1,000 bad reviews on a game instantly in the comments of a active Reddit community. And that's just, you know, it's hurtful towards the players, more so than a double experience weekend is towards the players, I guess, because all the people complaining on Reddit are definitely going to tune in during double experience weekend for those experience gains, even though they are complaining. And the people complaining about the content updates, like, seriously, if there's something new that comes out, you're either going to bash it for being broken, not completely finished, or just not being a good update, or you're going to farm it for 1 week, the items of something are going to drop in price, it's not going to be profitable, and you're going to say it's dead content. So either way, it's, you know, I'm just going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though I doubt you guys did. I don't know what my next video will be. I don't know if I'm going to chill out and take a break, because I'm getting a little bit burned out from YouTube right now, and I've said this before, and I either quit for a week or 2 weeks, or I just upload the next day. It's really random. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below, and maybe even consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys sometime later. Peace.
When you're feeling down on your luck, you're tired and stuck, enough is enough. You gotta pick yourself up, cause life gets hard, it might leave scars.